back, everybody. I hope you're surviving the winter cabin fever as well as can be expected. I've been digging through some old footage from a trip that I did from northern Illinois to the California coast back in July of 2021. And the footage from the previous video was from that trip. And then the next couple of videos after this will also be from the trip. And it's all done with an older GoPro Hero 2, which I have to say was a great camera as far as quality and reliability. It never overheated, didn't gobble batteries like crazy, wasn't glitchy. We just push the button and go. But it is nice to have the stability and the better resolution of the newer cameras. But the footage from some of these videos on this trip actually wasn't bad considering it was the older camera, so I thought it was worth putting them up just as something else to look at over the winter. Had some beautiful weather on this trip. The next video after this is actually going to be of Lassen Volcanic National Park. About 3 days after the Dixie Fire had started to the west, and a couple weeks after I was there was when the fire swept into the park and a lot of it burned. So I wanted to document that footage, and that was part of the reason I dug all these videos up. But anyway, here we're just south of the Oregon border on US-199 heading into the Smith River National Rec area toward the Redwood Nat'l Park. And you'll see as we approach the coast, it gets a little bit hazier and mistier once we get out on 101. And the temperature on the coast was actually 54 degrees on July 15th, and it was miserable compared to the 100-degree heat that I had had in Boise a couple days before. But that's Northern California. This is an incredible part of the state to ride through. I'd encourage anybody who's thinking about it to go ahead and do it. And when you're a little more inland from this area, say between Redwood area and Redding, those areas, or if you ride down to Eureka and then cut across to either Redding or Red Bluff, those are some great roads in that area too. I don't have footage of them, but it's really a great part of the state to ride in, and pretty low population density. It's worth a shot. So in any case, I'll quit talking here and we'll kind of skip over a couple sections here, and so we can get down into the redwoods and enjoy that. That's quite a ride to weave your way among all these giant trees. So appreciate everyone tuning in and enjoy the ride.